The second altcoin that I've chosen to showcase to you today as my second altcoin of the day is going to be a bit of Binance coin, a bit of BNB, baby. As you can see, all-time highs from Binance coin set before in May at around 696. They're yet to be breached, but what I want to say is from the 21st of July, we have seen a very, very strong uptrend, higher lows being set, really quite nice. Unfortunately, yes, December the 4th actually really threw us right the way down for Binance coin. But to be honest, we've been banging it up recently, like really quite strong over the coming months. So yeah, it's we have needed a bit of a correction, and we have invalidated a pretty crucial higher low there, but we haven't really lost this this crucial level of support here, as you can see there at 505. If we did lose that, that's when I'm really going to start to get worried, because you can see the resistance from September coming through there, very strong indeed, and you can see obviously that May crash coming through from there as well. So yeah, this is going to be the point to be looking out for. If we do lose that, then I would be expecting lower prices. And when I say lower prices, I would be expecting the lower side of this ascending triangle to get tested. As you can see, the support is actually very strong here, guys. Very strong. So if we are going to see us come down here, we're probably definitely going to bounce here, unless obviously everything crashes. And when I say everything, I mean literally like every market. Even if Bitcoin like falls off a cliff here, I think a BNB is probably gonna hold its own for a bit, right? We obviously are gonna see a bit of a tumble, but nothing too crazy, right? It's still like a 25% movement space before we lose that zone as well. Now, in terms of a potential long position for Binance coin to be looking out for the future here, guys, this is the measure move we're going to be looking for. This is the break area that we want to be breaking out from, because we do have an ascending triangle, guys, that you can see the resistance from the top side here from the all-time highs. These are going to be the break areas that we're doing to get over, and that's obviously going to be here. If we can get over that, amazing stuff, then we're going to be signifying a very nice, juicy long. It's not going to be overnight. It's actually going to be quite a long trade, guys. It's going to be over a few months or so. So you just have to be really quite patient in these areas, and you have to manage these positions, and maybe even coming in and out continuously, depending on the price action, how it's actually behaving, right? But yeah, so we are going to be all-time highing it, which is also another massive risk, guys, because we know about all-time highs. Once we get in, I probably wouldn't be getting in after the all-time, like after clearing an all-time high. That's probably not a great scenario there, just because 80% of the time we retrace back to previous all-time highs. It's pretty much fact, guys. It usually happens like 80% of the time. So please be aware of that for these reversals coming through for BNB, if that is going to come into fruition there. So ideally what I want to see here is BNB come up, have a breakout scenario, come up, set a new all-time high, come down, test previous all-time highs there, and that's sort of the area that I will be longing from. And then my first take profit is going to be at new all-time highs coming through there, and then just staggering it all the way up as we go, managing the trade as we go from there. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how that does actually plan out for the future. And overall, very bullish on BNB, just in terms of the technology and everything they're doing now, and how they're like they're catching up Ethereum, right, in terms of the race for the market cap on CoinMarketCap, right? So yeah, overall very bullish there on Binance coin. Let's jump down to the shorter term time frames and see if we can get any sort of other positions coming through there, and talk about how we're currently like ranging at this point in time, right? Because we do have a couple of ranges to be talking about, right? You can see the horizontal point that we have here, very strong. You can see the horizontal point that we have here, very strong indeed, creating a parallel channel, guys. A parallel channel, which is a very nice ranging period for BNB there. So we are looking initially for a breakout scenario. Is that going to be to the upside, which we were talking about there? Is it going to be to the upside? It's going to be a double breakout scenario there. Is it going to be to the downside? Are we going to lose these crazy horizontals here and then come down and test this zone? We basically need to be prepared for all scenarios here, guys. So we're going to be banging in horizontals continuously, and then doing measure moves to the downside, which is going to be something along the lines of this. Very ambitious, and to be honest, I highly doubt we're going to get all the way down to like $350 there. But yeah, so I would be very inclined to take most of my profit here if we do actually see us come down and see these zones get tested. It's still around 14% gain there, so not too bad. But yeah, definitely a few things to be looking out for there for Binance coin. And obviously, we weighed up the scenario for the break up scenario there on the longer term time frame. Let's look at the hourly, see what we've got coming through here. Same scenario, I would say another parallel channel if my instant, just looking at it, my instant trend line eyes have just picked it up. Yeah, so we've got parallel channel rising here, guys. You can see the support that we are seeing on this lower side here. Not too bad at all. Really quite nice. I'm looking for progression to the upside from here. We are above all major moving averages now, finding that level of support, looking not really quite progressive actually, just because obviously we do have the low, we've got the higher lows being set after that. Very strong indeed. We did see the test of the higher lows, we didn't see a break, so we're seeing progression. Now we are still setting higher highs, so the target point to the upside, first things first, is going to be this lower high here at 594. If we can get over that, then I would be looking for this target price here of around 604. If we can get over that in terms of level of resistance there, then we could be talking about the idea of setting new highs. Once we set new highs, bang, to the top side of this parallel channel here, looking very progressive. This could be happening over the next few days or so, or the next day. So yeah, it's really definitely something to be looking out for there, for BNB in terms of position there. And obviously, guys, we know we're in a parallel channel now. We're looking for a potential breakout scenario either side as well. So yeah, in terms of potential trades for BNB, just like swings, we could be looking at something along the lines of this. And it's actually going to be really quite nice to be profiting off, because you can see we've actually got the extra confirmation of the lower high there. Sorry, the higher low. If we break that higher low there, it's going to be an extra breakdown scenario down to the previous higher low there. So yeah, it's lining up pretty nicely for a short position if we do lose that, and vice versa for a long position there. We've obviously got the volume weighted ATR band. We're going to clear that, and also we're going to be looking at testing the top side of that massive ascending triangle again. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting time. A lot of longs and a lot of potential positions coming through for BNB for the future to be looking out for. But yeah, that's going to be your daily update today on BNB.